How much do you love cake pops? If you had one, you probably had another. The Varner family took a trip to Target the other day. Our routine when we go almost always includes stopping by Starbucks for cake pops. This time, we negotiated with our 6-year-old. You can have one cake pop now, or we can make lots of cake pops when we get home. We made a deal, and lots of cake pops. My name is Joe Varner, and while I enjoy a good cake pop, I really want to tell you why this story illustrates the last step in your walk with Jesus. This video is part 4 in the Disciple 101 series, where we help you understand the 4 stages of spiritual growth. Before we go any further, I want to ask you to pray with me and for me. God, someone out there is hungry right now. Jesus taught us to ask you for our daily bread. That means we trust you will give us what we need every day. Now I'm asking that you empower us to feed the ones who are hungry. Help us feed the body and soul of every child around the world. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of all our hearts be acceptable to you, O Lord, our rock and our Redeemer. Amen. Let's get back to the lesson. Eating cake pops is pretty easy, but so is making your own. It's a little more challenging, but there's something about the DIY cake pop that can be really satisfying. The satisfaction is multiplied when you have little helpers who are learning their way around the kitchen. This is another way to look at how we're supposed to follow Jesus. Someone else gives us something. Spiritual milk in video 1 or cake pop at Starbucks. We enjoy it so much we want to get it ourselves. That was the baby spoon in video 2, or the stuff you need to make cake pops. We get used to getting the cake pops or the milk or the love, and we start to learn how to make it for others. That was the video from week 3 when we talked about the grown-up spoon. And that's when we're helping them make it. We teach others how to make it, from the source to the kitchen to the table. In step 4, we share Jesus with others. But it should not stop when we love people like Jesus. When we give each other grace, there comes a time when we should also be ready to show them how to share it with others. That's how the church keeps making Christians who are living and loving like Jesus. A Christian is not just someone who shows up to a building for a service one day a week. A mature Christian is someone who is following Jesus, helping other people by meeting them where they are and helping them get to the next step. We cannot settle for perfect attendance. We must strive for a life that looks more like Jesus. Here's how we do this. We live like Jesus everywhere, all the time. Pray for your community. Serve in the world. Embody Christ's love with neighbors. Welcome new people into your life and home, and invite them to learn to take another step. The 4th step in spiritual growth is helping others feed others spiritually. Unfortunately, many churches in places like Virginia keep worrying about how to get more people to show up. Attendance is important, but it is not the end game. Our real purpose as Christians is not getting people to sign on to an hour or 2 of activities at a building. Your real purpose as a disciple of Jesus Christ is to live more like Jesus by loving the people in your life the way Jesus does. Now, our church is not perfect, but we're excited about taking our next steps to help more people like you. Thank you for being with us. We look forward to being with you again soon. In the meantime, please be sure to reach out and let us know how we can help you learn how to love others like Jesus. This fall, we're doing Wonderful Wednesdays. It's a time we're trying that's a little bit different than the normal routine. We're having dinner from 5 to 5:30, and then from 5:30 to 6:30, we're working together as a spiritual family to help each other wherever we are in spiritual maturity, from the beginning to the end and somewhere in the middle, understand what our next step is and encourage each other to take that next step. Let's close now with a prayer. God, we are grateful that you never give up on us. I ask now that you help someone today in response to the time we shared together. Sense your presence in their lives, experience your love for them, and empower them to carry that message, to love others to the point that the people in their lives want to know how to do the same, how to receive love, how to share love, and how to stay in love with you. Send us now with your joy and your peace as we live in love more like Jesus. Amen. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.